You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi, pet parents. This is Michelle Fern, host of Best Bets for Pets on PetLifeRadio.com. What do you think about when I say the word play? I'm going to have you thinking about it in a whole other way. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back, right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Petco, where the pets go. Petco, where the pets go.
Pet Life Radio has tail-wagging, fur-flying, fabulous deals for our listeners from Petco. Get $6 off your order of $60 or more and up to 40% off the entire Petco site. That's right, but that's not all. Because you're a Pet Life Radio listener, you'll also get free shipping on your order of $49 or more. $6 off, up to 40% off, and free shipping from Pet Life Radio and Petco. To get these awesome deals, go to petcodeals.com. That's petcodeals.com.
Petco, where the pets go.
I don't make any decisions about who to hire without going to Angie's List first.
You'll find reviews on home repair to healthcare, written by people just like you.
With Angie's List, I know who to call, and I know the results will be fantastic.
Angie's List, who you can trust.
Go to angieslist.com/best and get 25% off any subscription. That's angieslist.com/best. BEST.
Attention passengers, please fasten your seatbelts, put your seat bags and sleeping pets in their full upright position, and prepare for takeoff.
Pet Life Radio presents Travel Tales, the show where you'll get great travel ideas on perfect places for you and your pet. From Paris to paradise, south of the border to the South Seas, Travel Tales will give you cool tips on fun vacation destinations to travel with your pet, pet-friendly hotels, and advice on how to travel safely and happily with your furry best friends. So, get ready to pack the bags and the bones with your Travel Tales hosts, Susan Sims and Nicholas Veslowski, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'd like to introduce Will Chen. He is the founder and owner of P.L.A.Y. Welcome, Will.
Hi, Michelle. Thanks for the introduction.
Tell our listeners, I like what the P.L.A.Y. stands for. Can you tell our listeners about it?
Yeah, sure. So P.L.A.Y. actually stands for, our full name is Pet Lifestyle and You. And the idea came about when we were out looking for the perfect outfit for our little pug, Momo, a few years ago. And we make mostly high-end, premium, quality, luxurious pet beds, and our company is based in San Francisco.
Okay, so P.L.A.Y. stands for Pet Lifestyle and You, and you have a complete line of pet beds. You also have mats and some accessory-type products as well, correct?
That's correct.
Your product's a little different because you do a give-back program, and your beds, they're super soft and cushiony, but they're all natural. How do you make them?
Yeah, sure. So there are two things that you just mentioned earlier. So we're a company that prides ourselves a lot on giving back to the community and the world of shelters and rescue groups. So aside from making donations since our company was formed, we also recently partnered with Pet Finder Foundation to launch a program called Warm Belly. Essentially what it is that for every pet bed that's purchased, we would donate a crate mat to a shelter in need around the country. And why it could make a difference, because without that, every dog, deserves a place to sleep on comfortably. And through a comfortable mat that we provide to them, hopefully it will help them alleviate stress when they are in the shelter, and therefore make them more adaptable. And also, a lot of the shelters are suffering financially these days in this economic condition, so they could really use some help. Michelle, the second thing you pointed out is about the eco-friendly aspect of our products. So being a green company, we also put a lot of effort to ensure that our products are environmentally friendly and sustainably made. So the filler is actually made from recycled plastic bottle, certified safe, and we also use Forest Stewardship Council certified paper that in our packaging, in our tags, and in our packaging as parts of the product.
They're really cushiony. They're different than a lot of other beds that I've seen and owned because they have a lot of cushion. One bed comes with a little cute pillow. There's a duvet covers. How did you think of all these different add-on features for the beds?
Right, sure. So, like I said earlier, the idea of this company and our line of products came from we wanted to find the perfect product that is suitable for Momo, and we wanted a product that is the most comfortable, as well as is durable, easy to care for, and also something that would suit our lifestyle. So, when we go about creating the product, we were really meticulous about choosing, for example, furniture-grade fabrics that's really soft. We really put the effort to measure what's the right amount of feel that will give the bed the most high loft feel that is not too soft, at the same time is firm and is comfortable. The bed is 100% washer and dryer friendly. And also, the craftsmanship is some of the best you will see in the market, even basting stitching, custom zip that you can, let last a long time. So, just all around is a very quality product that's handcrafted, that's unparalleled in the market.
Now, you have beds and you have mats. What would be the difference on choosing that for my pet? Is a mat like for maybe kitchen, bed for sleeping, or is it one to maybe for travel? I mean, what's the difference between the beds and the mats?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we typically advise our customers that if you're looking for something that is more portable, so if you bring your dogs to, let's say, a weekend trip to your cabin, or bring a dog to work sometimes, if you do that a lot and you want to have a softer place for them to stay on rather than hardwood floor or concrete floor, then, you may want to consider going for the mat because it's light, it's thin, and, it's easy to just fold it and hold it under your arm. Whereas, a bed is more like, think of a human full-size bed. So I think of it as more of a permanent bed that you would like to put, in your bedroom or in your living room where your dog would actually sleep on or lounge on.
That's a good idea. Now, how would I determine I know that, obviously we have dogs in all sizes, but is there a good way to tell what size you need? There might not be a big difference between medium and large unless your dog's on the extreme, 40 pounds or 150. That's an extreme. But
right.
What sizes do your products come in?
So our beds come in actually all sizes, from our small, tiny, we call it cotton candy bed that's perfect for Chihuahua or T-size, teacup size, smaller dogs, to extra large in our lounge bed that, we have, many pictures of our customers who have Great Dane and Mastiff and Bernese Mountain Dog that, use the products. So, it really come in all sizes. But to answer your question earlier, I think to understand what size is perfect for your pup, one good thing to notice is, does the dog love to curl up and sleep, or does the dog love to stretch out? So it doesn't only affect the size that you would choose, also affect whether you want a flat bed versus a bolster type. Ours is called lounge bed. So, some dogs love to curl up or love to lounge on a bed. So, you may want to go for the lounge bed. Whereas, like our dog, she likes to sleep like a superwoman. So she like to stretch out. So a flat bed is more suitable. And we have our size guide on our website. So it really, help, everyone to check out the size guide and look at what size is perfect for the dog.
You told us a little bit. Can you tell us a little more about your little dog that inspired P.L.A.Y?
Yeah. So our little dog, she's a pug called Momo. She's all over our website and social media. So she is already comfortable, familiar with traveling around and meeting a lot of new people. When we got Momo a few years ago, to be honest, she's a very picky pug. So when we bought our beds from some mass market retail chain, she was obviously not impressed and she wouldn't like to sleep on it. She, in fact, was destroying them. So we went out and thought about, maybe she's a diva. She wants a nicer bed. And when we go around look for higher-end beds, we realize there are a lot of options, but none of them have all the features that we are looking for. And most of them neglected the design element, which we wanted something that would fit in our interior design, our home decor, something that we would feel proud of displaying even when our guests are visiting. So that was really Momo-inspired idea.
That's so cute. And your beds are beautiful. You have so many different designs. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about some of them?
Yeah, sure. So we have two collections. So one is the artist collection, and that collection is very unique in the sense that we started off partnering with a local artist in San Francisco. His name is Dave Collin. And as we grow, we have also now engaged and involved local designer and artists not only in San Francisco, but also in L.A. as well as New York City. So we are really expanding our reach, and the idea is, number one, to support local design community, people with great design ideas, and number two, hopefully we can have something that's really unique, something that's exclusive, and I mentioned earlier, something that, I won't say it's art pieces, but they are definitely something that you feel very proud of displaying at home. It's part of the home decor. And we have original collection, and those are not any lesser of beds, but those are still uniquely designed fabrics, but they're slightly more traditional. Things like denim is one of our best sellers, as well as other fabrics like camouflage. And it's just there's usually a good option for every taste.
They're beautiful. Where can our listeners find your beds?
Sure. So we are in many boutiques around the country, and we are still rapidly expanding. We're going to a lot of shows. For people who would like to check out our beds, the best way to do so is to check out our website. It's www.petplay.com. That's P-E-T-P-L-A-Y, petplay.com.
Thank you so much, Will, for coming on Best Bets for Pets and telling our listeners all about Play and your wonderful beds. Do you have any new items coming up?
Yeah, so we have many exciting ideas in the pipeline. We are undergoing a major project to come up with a new category of product. You guys will see it in about 2 months. I can't really say what it is yet. And on the bedding side, we are also going to create new designs every half a year or so. So stay tuned and check out our website regularly, and there will be new stuff coming out every few months.
Oh, great. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for coming on Best Bets for Pets. Listeners, you can find out more on the episode page of this segment. There'll also be a link to petplay.com and a picture. Thanks, Will.
Thanks, Michelle.
Stay tuned for another great episode of Best Bets for Pets.
We'll be right back, right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Every pet is unique. Maybe they're gray in the muzzle, yet young at heart. Maybe they're growing out of the puppy stage and into their paws and ears. Or maybe they're just trying to maintain a more girlish figure. At PetSmart, we have the right food for your pet at a great value for you. PetSmart. Be better together.
Go to PetSmartDeal.com and save up to 30% on awesome gifts for the pets and pet people in your life. Toys, collars, leashes, PetSmart gift cards, treats, and more. Go to PetSmartDeal.com today. PetSmartDeal.com.
Dyson.
The new Dyson Animal Vacs are powerful bagless upright vacuums for homes with pets. Air muscle and radio root cyclone technology generates the strongest suction power to powerfully remove dust, dirt, and pet hair from the home or car. To order your Dyson Animal Vac, go to DysonDeals.com. DysonDeals.com to order your Dyson Animal Vac today.
Dyson. Music to your ears.
I'm not much of a reader, but I do wish I were more well-read.
There are so many great books coming out. I wish I could find a way to keep up.
Audible.com makes it easy to stay well-informed and catch up on your reading simply by listening. Audiobooks from Audible turn downtime into uptime. You'll be more productive and become well-read.
Now I'm able to catch up on all the great books I've been wanting to read.
With Audible, I feel smarter.
Pet Life Radio listeners, try Audible.com now and get your first 30 days of Audible Listener Gold membership plan free. And get a free audiobook. Choose from over 100,000 titles. To get this great deal, go to audibledeals.com. That's audibledeals.com.
Hi everybody, I'm Megan Blake here with my sidekick Super Smiley, the giant mutt and spokes dog for throwaways. You're listening to Pet Life Radio, and I'd like to tell you about our brand new show, A Super Smiley Adventure. Our show explores adventures with animals. They can be traveling, out in the world trips, or inner journeys where our animals lead us to inspiration and self-discovery, or just plain fun adventures. Join us here on Pet Life Radio on A Super Smiley Adventure. Good boy.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi, pet parents. I have a great show. You know, we buy good food for our pets, and if we don't take care of it, it's a waste. You know, it goes stale, gets buggy. I have with me today Mark Clement. He's the VP of Sales for Gamma2, and he's going to tell us how we can take care of our pets' food. Welcome, Mark.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We're so glad to have you. Now, you know, as pet parents, we spend a lot of money. We're spending more and more on our pets' food. And I know that if it's not stored properly, it just goes to waste. I've had to see little bugs and things. I've had to dump probably hundreds of dollars of food in the past. What has Gamma2 come up with to take care of this problem?
Well, Gamma's been in business for almost 20 years, focusing on keeping pet food safe, dry, pests out of it, and keeping it fresh so our pets don't get sick. Our brand is called the Wittelsbach brand of food storage, and we have 3 different ranges from good, better, best. We call them Select, Choice, and Prime to offer everybody a solution to keep their food fresh.
What's the difference between, and what are the different types of products? Do you have small containers, large containers? Are they mobile or stationary?
Yeah, sure. We have 30 different sizes and shapes to offer for every different place that you'd like to put it in your house, and also different sizes from 4 pounds all the way up to 65 pounds, which some of the larger containers have wheels on them if you need to make them mobile. So we offer all the solutions that everybody would need to keep their food fresh. I think the big thing is if we ate the pet food, we would know that it's gone stale, and we would end up throwing away half our bags all the time. And as you said, the better and better food gets, the less preservatives they use, and they use natural preservatives, which will make it go stale and go rancid faster, and which could make your pet sick if they're eating that food also.
That's a good point. So I guess to backtrack a bit, if pet food, I think of a little stale, like you open, maybe a box of crackers, they go a little stale. It's not the worst thing in the world, but the pet food also can go rancid. When does that happen? I mean, if I open a 10-pound bag of food, is it halfway through?
Well, you'll start to notice a big difference after about a week, but a good analogy is looking at it like a bag of potato chips or something like that, where you open it and it starts off great with a great crunch and the flavor's great. And, you come back to that bag a couple days later and it's kind of lost some of its crunch and some of its flavor. You're still getting everything out of that potato chip that you would want to get. It hasn't gone bad yet, but it's still already starting to lose its flavor, and it's, a lot of us would throw that away. We don't taste the pet food, so we don't even know when it's starting to lose its crunch.
I know some foods, if they're open too long, not only do they lose crunch and flavor, but they get moldy and, that kind of a thing. How do we know if that is happening to our pet food?
It is happening. It happens every bag if it's not sealed back again. Reasons that pet bags are sealed, and if you open them, that the air that's going across the surface of the food will start to break it down right away. There's a lot of factors where you're storing it. Is it moist? Is it in the sunlight? Is it, we can try to protect our pet's food by keeping it out of the direct sun, and storing it inside instead of outside, and not in a real damp or moist area too. So.
Now, what does Gamma2, what did they come up with as far as, give me an example of, you said good, better, best. So let's start, I guess, with the good.
Sure. We call it the Wittelsbach Select brand. And what that is kind of the entry-level brand that has an airtight snap-on lid for it. It's a clear plastic so you can see through it. And what it really is just to get people into a price point and start thinking about pet food storage. So, for example, a 25-pound container in the Select would retail for around $25. Our next line is the mid-range, and it's called the Wittelsbach Choice.
This has our patented Gamma Seal lid, which we use a certified airtight spinning seal, easy to open, easy to close, and again, something in that 25-pound range would retail for probably $35 suggested retail. And then moving up into the Prime, this is the best of the best. It's kind of our Cadillac of containers. It's made of high-density polyethylene. It's not clear, so if you're storing it in anywhere where daylight can get at it or sunlight, it's will keep the UV rays from going through the plastic and getting into the into the food and keeping the food fresh that way. And again, it has the patented Gamma Seal lid, again for easy open, easy close, and that's the certified airtight. That's the best of the best, the Vittles Vault Prime.
Now, how durable are these containers?
The Prime containers will last a lifetime for your pet. So if you're looking at that 25-pound range, you're going to be paying $39 to $45 for it, but it's never going to fall apart. It's strong enough that you could, if you're 100 pounds, could sit on top of it or stand on it. We use them sometimes for step stools in our warehouse if we need to get up or in trade shows or different things. So they're strong as tanks, the Prime containers.
Didn't you do something interesting with these containers at the recent Global Pet Expo?
We did. We have a group, the G2 Blasters, I think is what we called them, and they were the green men, and we had them drumming and making a ton of noise, and our marketing and our everything is just to try to get people to understand that pet food is going stale. Pets can't talk, so we're going to make some noise. We're banging our own containers and, just drumming up a lot of attention to this fact to educate the consumer that the pet food is going to go stale and they need to store it in a container.
How does this storage also keep out bugs?
Well, since they're airtight seals, it's really hard for, let's say, ants or little critters to get inside, but most of our containers are round or have no square corners on them. So a rat or mice have a real hard time kind of chewing on it. They need that square corner to get at it. And as we get into our Prime containers, they're even thicker plastic walls, so if a mouse or something was starting to chew at it, it would take them a long time to get into it, and you would notice kind of peels of plastic coming off the outside and realize that you have a pest problem and you have to solve that problem to avoid them getting into the food and contaminating it.
If someone, to save money on, say, an expensive, pet food, if they're buying the larger bags, and if they put it inside one of your containers, that larger size of pet food is going to be as fresh as if they bought the smaller sizes?
Yeah, exactly. It helps them save some money by buying the larger bag and storing it in a large container, which, for the cost of the food nowadays, some of these larger bags in the 30-pound range are $60, $70. I've even seen one that was over $80. So, storing it in a container for the life of your pet, even our Prime containers would retail for less than the cost of one bag. So when you look at the lifetime of your animal, it's a very small investment to keep it safe and fresh.
Where can our listeners, which are global, find the Gamma2 containers?
Our products are pretty much sold across the country in every pet store. You can obviously find them at PetSmart and Petco stores, online at Amazon, and petfooddirect.com also sell them. But we've been around for almost 20 years, and if you go into your local pet stores, you should be able to find at least a few of our Vittles Vaults.
Okay, is there a website that our listeners can go to find out more about what the containers look like?
Yeah, our website is www.gamma2.net, and you'll find all of our selection on there. We have a bag suggestion, so if you buy a 30-pound bag, you can click on that, and it'll show you all the different containers we make would fit that size bag. And you'll get a lot of information. Contact us if you're looking for a retailer in your area and you can't find one.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for this great information.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thanks, Mark, for coming on Best Bets for Pets and telling our listeners all about the Gamma2 products. Listeners, you can find out more on the episode page of this show. There will be a link to the Gamma2 website as well as a picture of the product and a little bit of information. And I'd like to thank my crew, Nikki, Dennis, and Mr. Z. Nikki is especially fond of his new play bed. I'd like to thank my producer, Mark Winter, for making me and my guests sound wonderful. And, of course, to all of my pet parent listeners and pet parent-to-be listeners that are listening to my show. I so appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, you can write to me at michelle@petliferadio.com.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand. only on PetLifeRadio.com.